Good afternoon, or I guess it's evening. Whoops. Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to Entertainment. I keep turning around because Destiny said she was going to come by. She's in a staff meeting over it.
Boy.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here. What day is it? It's Monday. I'm still to this day like readjusting to doing this on Mondays.
When you said what day it is, I really have to think about it.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, I guess that's also just the nature of November. You know, we've said that. I remember actually deliberately last year doing the same, like our first November date. I can hear myself. I need to turn that down in a second. Okay. I'm like recording and it's streaming on my laptop right next to me, and it's very, very low, but I hear it just like...
Yeah, that's why I was like, what are you hearing?
No. But yeah, I remember last year at our first November, I guess, broadcast or installment of and we talked about November by Tyler and how he was like, take me back to November. And but the feeling is more like, get me out of November, because that's just how it is. That's the reality of November in college. So, you know, I hope everyone's still alive and making it through. Listen,
I hope everybody's still alive.
Hey,
there's a story behind that.
Not necessarily, but I feel like that's just been my general like outlook since that huge crash. You know, just like you just never know.
Shut up.
You know, I'm gonna be real. You just never know.
Man.
So
they got real in here.
I still don't. I'm speaking of which, I still haven't been able to find any follow up on that situation. Anywho, we're not gonna dive back into that story again.
Crazy. I saw that crash the other day too.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
not like yours though. It's just like, oh, they didn't stop. Sometimes
see, that's exactly what I'm telling you. It's like you just get into that mode where it's like, oh no, they'll correct it at last second or something, but then wham.
Yep.
And then
so you got bumpers just rolling down the street.
Oh, see, that's a problem. I think that's the reason why it's still like, since I still have to drive to school, you know, like I still pass that exact same spot, and I'm like, I remember when I was like on the side of the road right here, just like. Like that nice little anime gas. Exactly. Right. Impossible.
Oh my god.
But ew. I'm like feeling good today, which is great, but it's weird because like I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. You know, it turned out to be the weather kind of peaked. It got no my pen. I guess this isn't even my pen, but it got nice for a quick second. Had a nice little minty meeting today and all that good stuff. Just came back from Bible study. So that was good.
Totally forgot about that.
Well, he hasn't done it in the past like 2 or 3 weeks because he's an RA in the apartments now. So like he's got to do events, and
he walks all the way to Vandy.
Yeah, he still walks to the Vandy. He's in the international NV. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he walks still all the way to Vandy.
That's closer.
It's like somewhere in the middle of the AMVs, I think. Okay. So.
I'm really hoping he's not in the...
Yeah, I'm not sure, though. I'd have to ask him again. But, yeah, so that helped a lot, too, just because it was, like, nice to talk with those people about godly things. People? For the most part, PJ comes now, too. And then there was, like, 2 new girls that were there.
I genuinely forgot.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
The only reason, I mean, like... It's just because we have a group chat. That's really the only way I stay in touch with it. So, yeah. Because, it'll be like the day of. And he'll be like, all right, we're back. Like, we're back this week, guys, whatever. And I was like, oh, sure. Cool. Yeah, I'm free. So, yeah, that was nice, too. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and go along with For These Brand New Mercies. I love that song. So Mick Jenkins came out with the album again, finally.
This was going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to wait until we could actually play it.
Right.
But like hoping there'd be a day that we could actually play it. But that album is good for the soul.
It is.
It really
just like actually haven't gotten through the whole thing. Okay. But like I'm just kind of doing it piece by like it's what I have been listening to like for its entirety has been really odd and like not what I usually listen to. But for that one I got through I want to say the first 7. Then I had to go do something. Now I'm just like Matt was like, hey, listen to this song. I was like, all right, bet. Listen to it. I was like, woo.
Yeah. Honestly, it's like a lot of it's just hearing his voice again. It's like it's kind of strange. What?
This actually brings up previous conversation me and Matt were also having.
Okay.
You know how Tyler actually just dropped the instrumentals
for Cherry Bomb.
Listening to it, you really realize how much Tyler, like his actual voice, makes up a lot of the songs. Like, what's the first one? Is it something Camp?
Yeah. Is it just Camp? No, it's Death Camp.
Death Camp. Yes, that is right. Yeah, it's like you can't listen to it without doing it yourself because you're just like, this doesn't feel right. Like,
okay.
And I don't know. That's
kind of strange too, just because I feel like his purpose of releasing is because I think he was like making the argument that like the production on that album was kind of overlooked, and it was I feel like he feels like the production is what carried a lot of the music. Which,
honestly, I feel like he may be talking to a bigger issue of the whole like, hey, actually rap instead of kind of being poopy on a really nice beat.
Yeah.
You know?
Could be.
So, I don't know. And that just really brought all that back up because I was like, man. And I think it was Smuckers too. I was like, Smuckers is probably the only one I was like, I could just listen to that and it's fine. But a lot of them, I was like, this is really odd and out of place without his voice.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's
crazy
how that works.
I didn't listen to a ton of that just because like I saw his tweets and a lot of what he was saying was that was what I just kind of said, how he felt like a lot of that album was just kind of like shrugged and pushed under the rug or whatever.
Really liking Tyler, it's crazy.
That was a weird album though.
True.
It was just a very like. I remember I was actually playing the album in the office one day, and Zach, who runs a Bible study, was in there, and like he asked to listen to some of it, and I put on Cherry Bomb, and then I put on Find Your Wings right after, and he was just like,
"What happened?"
Yeah, exactly, and I was like, "Yeah, this is this album," and you take it how it is. I really like Find Your Wings, but. That song is. I like listening to that instrumental.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh wow, that makes sense because when I listen to it, I have to
sing it. Okay, maybe this is just me, but I genuinely feel like a lot of my listening history to where I know albums word for word, it kind of stopped after high school.
I mean, okay, so I actually was talking to Terrence about this. Okay. Just in the OC, we were walking by, and I genuinely think it's just because the rhythm that albums are released right now, it's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming. Okay. It'll be a while of nothing, and then it'll be week after week after week after week.
I see what you mean.
Multiple artists, and so it's you don't really get the opportunity to really dive into one album, or else you'll be backed up.
Actually, you're really, really right because I'm thinking now. I've been trying to listen to the Metro Boomin album because people have been talking about it, but then I look around and it's so there's a Takeoff album too.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, I didn't listen to the Quavo album yet, and I'm just I don't know what to do.
And then there's gonna be more coming at the end of this week, and it's just can we calm down, please?
Can we space it out?
Yeah, exactly. Why is this happening? And then there's also been a bunch of collab albums out of nowhere. Which
I take back what I was going to say last week when I wanted to talk about the Ty Dolla $ign and Jeremiah. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it when I was first, just the whole idea of it. Because I'm just I feel like people are just collabing to collab at this point. But they actually mix pretty well.
Theirs is nice, yeah. But there's with the Gunna Lil Baby. Then there's what really I forgot who it was, but I just saw some on Twitter. It was such and such announced that they're working on a collab album. I'm again? Why are we? It's just.
Oh, and then we had Future and Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Future and Juice WRLD has been one of, and that one's one of the another one of the albums that was just backed up. Yeah, because that one came out when Quavo's album came out, and it's just been a lot.
It's oh man, there's another one to the list,
and then it's unfortunate too if there is one good one that you end up getting stuck on because then it's what am I gonna do about the rest of this?
Exactly. I'm gonna sit here and like let this marinate.
Yeah, especially so it's like, good, so do I listen to what I really want to listen to?
Or do I
and
listen
really,
to what's new?
Yeah, or do I want to keep up with the time?
I don't want to listen to what's new.
Most of the time. But then people start talking about it, and then it's like, okay, let me listen to this, and then you listen to it like once or twice,
and
so you can have some
meet your expectations.
Exactly. So you can just have some, talking points on there or whatever.
It's like I listened to it once, and that was it.
Yeah. It's just a lot of music right now. I do want to go back to what you were talking about about with Tyler's just how you kind of like need his vocals. That's actually really interesting to me, just because if you really listen to music now, a lot of, and this is the reason why like the whole mumble rap generation, and I actually I learned this at what's it called, the retreat, the men's retreat. The guy who came to speak, Eric, he was talking about this at some point. I don't know how we got on this subject, but like the main reason why a lot of these people, like this whole generation of rappers that like don't have any type of lyricism or whatever, they've blown up off the charts and everything, is a lot of their lyrics and a lot of their vocals on the track is percussion. Like it's just part of the beat. And
Ad-libs.
Like I never thought of it as percussion. And once and we were saying how there were previous artists that kind of kicked this off, and like Lil Wayne's actually one of them. Like if you actually listen to a lot of his music, that's the reason why he was always so good, is because he mastered the idea of his vocals being a part of just the music. But he also at the same time was actually like rapping, and you know, like he was actually saying. So he had like kind of like best of both worlds in a way, and I think that's why he was able to kind of be in the middle, and he's
like
had to
stay in the middle.
Yeah, it's like such a long career, because he's not just like, oh, he's one of like the old guys or whatever. He's just been pretty consistent for the past few years, and so that's interesting, because
and probably like subtle with it too.
Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, you're just like, it's Lil Wayne. It's not like when I feel like there was a big transition. I'm thinking about Cole right now. When we went from Forest Hill Drives to For Your Eyes Only, it was like, okay, we're going from he's talking stuff, whatever, but then it's like I feel like we got really, really kind of like deep, and like these are my thoughts, and I really want you to care about my thoughts. But with Wayne, it's just like, no, it's more, man, as soon as I hear that lighter,
right,
we good.
But like you can also be like, wow, what he just said was really cool. Like he's got the wordplay going and all that kind of stuff. And so that's interesting, that because I think that goes to show like how musically inclined Tyler really is.
Big facts.
He's kind of doing in the same way. Like he understands what his vocals will do to the music, but he can also produce music too. And you know,
and like the thing I love about Tyler stuff is that I'm trying to think. Do you remember back when, I want to say Lil Yachty was getting hot, or I'm sorry, he was becoming more mainstream, hot like that anyway, and that, I don't know, just a lot of the songs started sounding like kind of like that bumpy, kind of like jumpy, you know, feel. Like I like Tyler specifically, and with his own style is really just it. And it's like you were just saying, like Tyler is Tyler, and Tyler's going to be Tyler, even if Tyler sounds entirely different than Tyler 10 years ago.
Yeah, right. And he's changed like so much, but he's like, his music has the same feel in a way. Just because I think a lot of it just has like, he's stuck to what music like inspires him. I think that's a huge thing,
right?
And just what sound he wanted to create, and obviously like what he was going through his life or whatever is what caused more of like the actual change of the music, rather than him like, I want to do this with my sound now. It was more so just like,
that just doesn't work.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, it was genuine, just like,
I'm a different person.
This is what I have to give you right now.
Yeah.
So since we're just not even talking about like going off our regular structure, have you listened to Vince Staples? Because that was another one that I literally like have just started listening to this morning.
I low-key actually have wanted. Wait, oh god, I'm thinking of two different people. To answer your question, no.
Yeah.
And also, actually, to kind of answer that is, I don't know. Like Vince is one of those artists where, especially if we're going to have the conversation about your music compared to like your beats, like your raps compared to your beats.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you have to listen to Vince for like the raps, because
in my opinion,
okay, like
absolutely.
Sometimes those beats be like, this sounds like toilet water.
Yeah.
Like just like looped and then put some drums on it.
It's not too much different with this one.
Yeah. I don't know, because I didn't get through too much of Big Fish 3, because I honestly was just like, I am not there right now.
Nope.
But I heard about that, and I actually been meaning to.
That's the only reason why I actually like took the time, because like we've been saying, all this other stuff was happening. I was like, okay, let me stop, because I actually saw like a lot of people tweeting about it, and so I was like, Vince, you know, like okay,
it's been a minute.
Yeah, so it's pretty decent so far. I haven't gotten through it. It's pretty decent.
How long
so far,
is it?
Though. It's kind of lengthy.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah. Let's see. It is. Oh, it's only 11, but I mean that's still kind of. for him. Yeah, actually, no, because there's a decent amount of interludes and skits and stuff.
Oh, wow, really?
There's 2 interludes and a skit out of 11 tracks.
When was the last artist you listened to that had interludes and skits?
Somebody had an interlude. I know. Well, Brockhampton's got skits.
Maybe not interludes. I'll say skits then.
Brockhampton's probably the last with skits.
Okay. Because, like, some interludes are actually, like, hot. You know
I mean, Mick Jenkins had an interlude.
Ooh, yes.
That like, poetry and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was not really, because it was kind of the vibe of the album. Like, he kind of did, like, a To Pimp a Butterfly thing.
That's true.
So, I don't know.
Nice, though.
Yes, very. Man, I love refreshing stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like, I remember at a certain point, for me, I was like, I'm tired of hearing interludes. I'm tired of seeing skits because it's just skippable at this point.
Right.
But now I'm just like, thank you, because I'm tired of, like, the same sound for 16 tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have those breaks here and there with certain albums, for sure.
Or just, like, if they're going to be breaks, like, make them purposeful.
But at the same time, like, with the albums that do sound like the same consistently, what kind of interlude would, you know, like take Future and Juice WRLD's project. Like, what are you going to... What are you going to put in between that, you know? Like, what?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. The album's weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
It just...
I don't know. I also don't... I'm not sure how I feel about Juice WRLD just yet, honestly.
Yeah, neither do I.
I like that one song, but at the same time,
I mean, we all like that one song.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Like, I like it, but just because it's catchy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's
absolutely.
not real. I don't know. In my opinion, it's not a whole lot. There's not too much more pull.
Yeah.
For me to even listen to more of his stuff.
Mm.
To be honest with you, Future's cool though. I'm really actually starting to get into Future. I'm definitely a little late on the trend, but
yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of like a very long.
Yeah, we just kind of
whatever. I mean, that's kind of fine. I don't think I really have any updates much from this past week. Other than the only thing I've been thinking of is that little short film thing that I got to work on.
Yeah.
I haven't edited any of it yet because what happened last time on Thursday, I ended up editing all of the footage that I shot in the office and like at home and stuff. So by the time I got to class, I had nothing. To actually, because like that's all we're doing in class is literally just working on our stuff.
Oh, you didn't have anything to do in class?
Yeah, so like when I went to class, I had no more footage to edit because I already edited it. So I was like,
okay,
can I like go shoot some more? And he was like, yeah, see you next class. Because I have his same. Well, I have the same professor for the class literally right after, like it's back to back class. So he was just like, yeah, see you next class. So that's. I recorded a bunch on Saturday.
That was fun.
Still have some more to do. Yeah, Sean. I talked to Sean today too, and he was just like, "Hey, send me that." Like,
yeah.
And you know, I really like your idea and what you're gonna do with it and everything. Like, definitely hit me up if you need any more. And Matt said it was fun too. And I was like, "This is what I've been trying to tell everybody. Like, we could have been doing this and making stuff, but
just wait."
Yeah, exactly. Then I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I want to work on a podcast," like Lauren said too. So.
Podcasts really get like serious with these videos.
Exactly.
I finally watched the Wave one.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
It would just be fun. Just like it's just silly stuff, right? It's like, yo, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, he was like, what you mean? What's wrong?
Yeah, and it's fun. It's really fun for me to edit that stuff too.
Okay.
So, and I'm definitely getting better at editing, thanks to YouTube. That's like all I do in spare time. Even like when I'm in the office, I'll just like cool edits to learn in Adobe Premiere. That's how you learn stuff nowadays. So
for real.
But yeah, you have any updates? It's just I think I'm done with that.
Trying to think.
What even happened today, man?
Right, like that's kind of where I'm at. I don't even know
what happened the rest of Saturday.
I don't know. I'm just feeling good for real.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, like.
Same.
Things haven't been bad. Things haven't been like, it's fantastic either, but I'm pretty content with where I'm at right now.
Yeah, and I think another thing is just like the end is in sight.
Ooh.
Like we're at that moment. If you look at a syllabus, you see the end.
Exactly.
And, you know,
the last page.
Yeah. At this point. You know, it's like, okay, I have this many weeks. Okay, wow. We can do this.
And what's crazy is that before I came to the show, I called my mom up, called my dad up, called my sister. Usually how it works is like my dad calls me, and he calls me like at the most inopportune time. But we talk or whatever, and it's fine. But now I realize, like, okay, man, I should probably call everybody else.
The thing that's so unfortunate about those situations too is just like, if you don't answer, it's not just like I was busy. It was like, why didn't you answer? Like,
exactly.
What could you have possibly? I'm like, I could have possibly been doing quite a bit for me to be incapable of answering. I'm like,
well, honestly,
like don't take it personally. But, you know.
Like I feel that sometimes, but most of the time I'm just like, thanks, because I honestly kind of forget, you know, to be like, hey, you know, what's going on? What are the updates? Like, oh, I just thought of something. Tori had her regional championships. If Tori, you're listening, I did just butcher whatever the title is. I'm so sorry. But it's something that usually me and Selena go to, like at Ford Field, and it's where all the schools come together. And this is when they do like they pull out all the stops type deal. They ended up scoring 5th, and I'm just like remembering something like that. I'm just like, man, I'm ready for break.
Yeah,
I'm ready for maybe we'll still do the onesie party we usually do. We went to the cider mill. I'm sorry, Selena's also here for those who are listening. Did you introduce yourself or something? Or no?
I can turn your mic on.
I mean, hey. No, okay. She's saying no for now. But she just mentioned we went to the cider mill. And, like, that was great. Yeah. Just, like, normal life.
Which one did you go to?
We went to Yates. Yeah.
All right. Yates, I mean, it's better than Blake's, my opinion.
Huh?
So I think it's better than Blake's.
We have a winner. Okay,
Carpenter's, however, back home is a GOAT.
That's the one that's by like that little lake.
Yeah, the little creek.
Yeah, that was actually really good too.
Yeah. I will forever fight for that one. I will take that.
But I want to go back to normal life like that. Yeah. You feel me? Like, and I'm just so I'm so ready for that.
That does sound pleasant. It just
you feel me?
It's like
yes. I'm so ready for that. Or like that's really what I've been craving, and just being able to do little stuff like that is really what's been like. You know what? I can get through the rest of this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Just like I've been telling my mentees, just strap them shoes on tight because we the last few laps. Like,
for real.
Let's do this thing.
Get you some water if you're parched.
Exactly.
You know?
Oxygen. So anyway, we can hop into our albums real quick. I chose 1.5.
How?
There's a clean version.
What?
Yeah.
What? I would have chose that so long ago.
Probably same, but, you know. Here we are now. So I got Shine, Reel It In, and Ratchet Saturn Girl.
So good.
So good. So yeah, this is. Should we still talk about it?
10 out of 10. I mean, I don't know.
So this is by Mina.
We're gonna be good people.
Yeah, we are still giving out Mina tickets. So we wanted to, give a preview of what we will give updates about. Tune in next week.
We still need to figure it out.
Yeah, sorry.
For the most part,
we'll get there.
But we got something.
We're working. Yeah, we got some ideas, but we definitely want to preview his music really quickly. If you've never listened to him at all,
which is actually very possible, especially with what we were talking about earlier, just the constant flow of
exactly. He's not huge or anything still, and he did hit some charts for when it first came out. But I mean, I don't really have much else to say. It's a really fun album, really pleasant. It's nice to listen to, especially while driving for sure. So that's the main reason why I actually do want to go to this show. That and because David Bayshaw went to the last one and he told me it was actually a really solid show.
He had a whole post about it.
Because he had the jeans. Yes, he had the tour pants or whatever.
I remember
he got chosen. And so I don't know. I just never would have thought Mina to be personally I'm sorry, but I never would have considered him to be a good performer.
Really?
Live performer. I figured he'd be hype or whatever, but that's about it. So I wouldn't, because I didn't value that album as much as I do this one.
Fair. Absolutely.
I was
fair.
Yeah,
because I don't know. Oh no, I remember I got a ton of flack when I shared my honest opinion about Good For You. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Eventually it grew on me to where I was I really started to like Amine more so than just like thinking of him and like limiting him to just that album.
Yeah.
But like before, I was like, this is just all right.
It didn't have the replay value that I wanted it
Not
to,
like this.
personally. That's just it. And so, yeah, this one definitely has way more.
Shoot, if it's like, if there was one critique of the last one that he improved upon.
Exactly.
Man.
So, yeah, that's mine.
And mine is, I actually don't, it's crazy, I don't even remember the name. Or how do you say this?
Mighty? Yeah, Mighty. I'm assuming it's just Mighty.
I guess so. Is Mighty like a third person or... Like,
I think it's like
their
like
group
a word
name?
like strong, like mighty.
No, I'm saying like in the artist on the artist line it says Mighty, Jeremiah, and Ty.
I guess like together. You know how what was Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz? Holly Grove or
Holly
something?
Grove, yeah, Holly Grove. There we go.
Yeah, I think it's similar to that.
Okay, and that's something I was kind of thinking about too. Like maybe they do it like that. It's just so whenever you search either of them, both of their like that album will come up for both.
Yeah.
Instead of like you having to search Mighty, and it's like, oh, what is that? And maybe Mighty will never happen again, type deal. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my songs were. Can you actually tell me?
Yeah, going through some things.
Okay.
Take Your Time and Surrounded.
Man.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, Take Your Time is the gem out of those picks.
I'd say so.
I didn't want to play the light.
Yeah, it's just kind of
like it's a bit much.
Yeah,
you feel me? Unless it's a good song. I really like, especially how it sounds and everything. Like that was really what I liked about this album that surprised me, because I was like, I don't listen to either of you a lot. Yeah. Well, I listen to Ty a little bit, but I don't really listen to Jeremiah at all.
I don't actively listen to Jeremiah. Mm-hmm. Like he'll come out with music here and there, and
or
I'm
on
like,
a feature.
I like his voice.
Yeah,
I listen to Ty's. I listen to his last album.
Ty got a nice voice, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know why. It's just it's memorable.
That's a good point.
I have times where I'm like, man, I really want to listen to a Ty Dolla song.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Like that was a big reason why I really liked this album, and it really just surprised me because I was like, oh, I like more than just like 3 of them. Actually, like a good amount of this album.
Right.
So yeah, those are my picks. And what's crazy is that the album art for it.
Yeah.
I actually follow the artist that makes it.
Snap.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name right now. I'll come up with it after the break, but. Yeah. It was really cool to see him come up too, especially on like kind of a big project like this too.
Yeah, that's sweet. So, I'll probably just play one of the songs and go to a couple commercials and just come back to continue some music. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the albums of the week.
The tunes.
Yeah. Welcome back to
record.
Welcome back to. I had to restart the recording because I didn't want to record the copyrighted music. Anyway,
yikes.
Yeah, welcome back to
we took our time to come back.
Yeah, apparently Troy has something he wants to talk about. So take it away.
Another reason why I love Ty Dolla $ign. He sounds the same, like in all like mediums of his singing. Live, his voice sounds the same. And I really appreciate that because I had a traumatic event happen to me.
Oh, my God.
I was in Indiana. I remember it vividly. I want to say I was probably like 12 or 13.
Like it was yesterday.
It was some tribute to somebody, and it was hosted by Maxwell. Because that's the thing. Every time I go to Indiana, they have some like, old school type thing. It's not bad, but it's just like, I get it. You guys love Prince. We love Maxwell. There's more music out here than just this. Cause that's the other thing. It always turns into, this is real music back in my day. I was like, shut up. Anyway, I remember vividly they had a ton of guest artists, singing for whoever. I think somebody had died or it was an event. I don't know.
Rip.
Alicia Keys ripped it, killed it. Maxwell ripped it, killed it. Neo.
My Neo. Oh,
man. Ooh. Boop.
Right.
Bad. Trash. Terrible.
Dang.
Yes. And then how I know it's true is that I want to say sometime in the last 4 years, All-Star Game, Neo did the halftime show. Trash.
Wow.
Booty. Buns. Terrible. Like, it's really depressing to realize that, not everybody really can sing in their songs. And it's really refreshing when I watched some of the Mac Miller concert. Yeah. Which actually, like, I was actually talking to Selena about this over the weekend. This is something that I feel like doesn't happen often. especially for like taped concerts, you never really go back and like, man, I really want to watch.
Yeah.
Because there usually be like 3 hours and like 28 minutes. It's like, where do I find the time for that?
Right.
But I was just kind of skipping through it because I had read an article just kind of about who had performed or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, let me, jump to their performances and stuff. I was like, no, I actually really want to watch this because in the middle of like, I guess the sets, they have videos of Mac when he was a kid, or like I'm not sure.
I didn't actually get to watch it, but I want to. Too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if whatever interview they were playing of like current Mac before his tragic passing. I'm not sure if that was released at that time, but I was like, that would have been great too. Just like start showing the actual of his last, couple of times that he was alive, and he's still Mac, still, it was, I don't know, it's just really cool. Anyway, I say all that to say, Ty sounds exactly the same, and he killed it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's I really do. It's like kind of a shame that that's kind of the stuff that like you appreciate to that degree, just because like we shouldn't have examples of people that like can't.
Should we talk about Fergie?
Oh,
national anthem or what was it? The needle drop. Was it this past year or the year before with Mariah Carey?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry. I totally just
cackled
to the mic. But I'm just saying, exactly. Examples of just like
every year.
Yeah,
she's just tough. Man. Well, there's too many videos of her just like you can't recover from some of those. Like,
oh my god,
that is tough. So. I mean, I'm sure she had it at some point, but that was that's a good example. But yeah, it's like crazy to think about the fact that it makes me think of like going back to the movie Singing in the Rain and like the history of movies. As soon as we started adding audio to movies, people started losing their jobs because they can't perform like for real.
It's like, oh wait, what happened?
Exactly. It's like you can make your face look all emotive, but you can't.
Come down to the real deal.
Exactly.
Kind of start shaking. What's going on?
And it just makes me think like that's because there's people I know personally, that can sing like very well, or they can rap very well, some whatever.
They got like actual talent.
Exactly, and it's just like. They don't have the means of being able to produce and make their voice sound nicer,
or just like be able to make themselves really like more appealing to the masses, and then really blow up like that.
Exactly.
But then we got these. I'm not gonna go there.
Right.
We just have our usual riffraff that are here and gone.
Yeah, it is kind of disheartening, honestly, that comes back to the fact that I was saying how I didn't originally think Amina would be that great as a performer. Now, granted, that was just an assumption. I don't know, based off of whatever. But
I'm trying to think because I wasn't a super Amina stan. I think after videos of him talking about, I'm not sure if he directed the videos for Good For You.
Yeah, I know he did like Caroline and
yeah. Oh no, it was really just like watching kind of the artistic direction that a lot of his videos were taking. Is why I was like, I feel like he actually puts time and like care into this, so I'm gonna actually put effort into this too.
Okay,
you feel me?
Yeah, that's a good point, but I don't know. I feel like after seeing like people like J. Cole and stuff and being like stellar performers,
goodness.
It's just, it's like that's an artist where he's not even my favorite artist or anything like that, but I'm really at a point where I'm like, pretty much anytime you come here, I'm going to try to get to your show. You know, like that's just where I'm at right now because I value him as a performer to that degree. And what?
What are some other artists that you would put in that area? I'm just curious to see.
I mean, it's because I haven't seen too many in general, and I think that's the main reason why like I can say that for him is because I've experienced it firsthand. I'd say Chance, but like I just need a new album because like I didn't go to his because he went on tour again like after we went to see him. I think
he really started doing like kind of the arenas.
Yeah, when he started doing arena shows and stuff. And I just like didn't really like it would have been cool to go, but I didn't stress out to go because I was like, okay, well, I mean, he's going to perform probably very similar set list. Yeah, I remember that story. Jesus. That was a crazy tough. Night. Oh my god, that was very wild.
Always carry a car charger in your car.
Yeah,
that's all we have to say.
But yeah, I think that was like he could be one just because I really, really enjoyed the Coloring Book one, Magnificent Coloring World Tour. But yeah, I just needed like new. Honestly, for a minute I'd say I would have said Kyle was one too, just because I really enjoyed that. But I also that one's too dependent on the project too, unfortunately. Fair. Just because like
Light of Mine wasn't the same as Smile.
Yeah, and I wanted like literally I after going to see him for the Smile tour. I don't even what was the name of that tour. Was it just Smile World Tour or Smile something?
Something like that.
Yeah, but after seeing that one, I was like, I want to see this again. You know, I want to be able to experience this again. But then when the album finally came out, man, the thing that frustrates me about that album so much is that he came out with so many singles that were great,
and they were not nowhere to be found.
A single. Well, I guess I Spy was the only one, but I Spy was why just that because one? He just had to. You know, like.
I wouldn't have.
A song that gets you that... I personally, no, I wouldn't have either. But in terms of like this, just for the sake of getting the streaming numbers and everything, that's just how you got to play it nowadays, unfortunately. But
or it's like, okay, do that, but then also have your other ones.
Exactly.
Because they were
good. He put out so much music. And he flaunted about talking about these are just throwaways. Like,
doubt it. Exactly.
Oh, man, these are just the throwaways? Then you about to come out with some like heat, right? Right?
Oh my gosh.
And then, yeah, the album came out, and it's not, no, I don't want to say nowhere near Smile, but like...
I listened to probably 3 songs.
Yeah. Thinking off the top of my head, yeah, probably about 3-ish.
Yeah.
Which is very sad. Because it's not like it's all bad. It's just like, I don't care to listen to a lot of it.
Especially, I feel like, probably for us, because the expectation was there.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I feel like there's very few artists in general.
You know what's crazy? And this kind of goes back to what I started off with when I was talking about how like my listening for where I can sing an album beginning to end has like been thrashed for some reason. Like I'm saying, Kyle, Smile, I listened to that in high school. The Internet, Ego Death, listened to that in high school. But as far as what's the new one called, Hive Mind, I haven't really, and I haven't really wanted to. And I don't know why. I'm not sure if that's because maybe in high school you're just walking around the halls and it's just there at this point. But if anything, I have more time now, right? At least to listen to stuff.
To dedicate, you know.
Exactly. Like, but I'll just be like, I don't know. And once again, maybe 2 or 3 songs that like I'm like, I love. Yeah. Meanwhile, I can literally drive from, I don't know, for a good couple hours and I can sing the entirety of Ego Death. I can sing the entirety of Smile. It's just, I don't know, that's just crazy how that works to me.
Yeah, it is strange. So, yeah, whoops. But, yeah, I guess overall, like, just to answer that question, I don't think right now I can really think of one I could, like, confidently say I just have to go to.
I got a couple.
Really?
But I really brought it up to, I was wondering, like, if they were all kind of similar in mine. Like, I want to see Boz.
Okay.
I have to see Mick.
Well, yeah. So, are we just saying, like, who we had to see, like, right now
or just,
in general,
like,
or?
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference, as we just were talking about, like, people that are, at least at this point, like, I will take the time to see you. While others are, like, I know of you, but I really don't want to.
I was thinking it more as, like, is there any other artists that, like, you know, as soon as it goes, like, I have to, and it's, like, a consistent basis. Oh. That's what I took it as. Oh. There's probably some more artists where...
And that list is definitely smaller.
Exactly. There's probably some more that, right now that... Like, I want to see Saba. I really do want to see Saba.
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly. Yeah, like...
You know what's crazy? I didn't realize that dropped this year.
That did?
Yeah, January, right? I believe... Or I'm saying, because people... Every time we talk about the whole best album of the year... That album is always in conversation.
Know if was it January? No, maybe it might have been in January, but it was like right before summer.
Yeah,
because I remember coming to your guys' room
because we went to the Grammys, right, or something,
something like that. And I remember because I was like planning because I found where I was going to be moving into. Okay, because I was going to move in with Marcus, who lived in Vandy at the time. And it was like something around. Yeah, it was before the Grammys. Yeah,
April 5th.
Yeah,
April 5th.
Wow.
And I'm just saying, like, I'm also always terrible for that conversation because I'm just like, once again, the just constant outpouring and then
it's outpouring at once. It's like how Black Panther came out this year. It's like it's just hard to keep track of that. It kind really of stuff.
Is, and
especially with music right now.
Because So needless to say, if you see me and you ask me what's the best album of the year, I can't answer that question because I genuinely don't know. I don't know what I'm listening to.
Black Panther.
That's so true. It did. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That means that album came out this year.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
I'm just saying, so much has happened. Man, life comes at you fast. I'm just gonna leave
it. It really does. But anyway, we are beginning to be short on time, so we do have 3 more songs. I don't really have much else. I feel like it's a good area to.
I feel like we had a good show.
Call it. We sure did. Yeah.
I enjoyed
good job, us. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week.
Yes.
And
even though it's supposed to snow Friday.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
But it's okay.
That stings.
It's probably gonna stay for like an hour.
Yeah. Right. So, and everyone's parked in the parking structure anyway, so it don't matter. So, right. So yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and catch you guys next week. This has been really fun. I feel like those few weeks that like we couldn't do this really made me just like miss it again.
Yeah,
just like
really
now that we can do it.
Kickstarted that hunger.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on top of that, we started coming out like, hey, maybe podcasts, maybe check out the channel, check out some videos. You feel me?
Yep,
because we've been cooking
stuff. So
in the kitchen,
water with season. Yep. Whoa.
You feel me?
All right. Go through all these like Quavo and Takeoff albums. Of course, you talk about that. But anyway, we're gonna hop in the rest of this music. This has been We'll catch you guys next week, and hopefully we'll have some more updates about the show, the YouTube channel, the tickets, all that good stuff.
Really, the tickets.
But yeah, right. So yeah, see y'all.
Yeah.